In this special series of Kareem's Quest episode, I want to bring out more of the human element in terms of the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa. Now, St. Elizabeth was hit the hardest, there's no doubt about that. And there are some beautiful businesses in St. Elizabeth. One of them is Nolas Event. This is a nice spot to be at. I mean, I would stop there a lot, just to eat some food, and then it's kind of that little middle ground, especially when you're trying to get to Negrin, that you're going to just stop and relax a little bit. I mean, I know the owner. She's a very hardworking woman. She and her husband developed this nice team that they have there, that they come out, they support them. They're very hospitable people as well. Now, when Hurricane Melissa hit, it was devastating. Now, if you look at this image right here, you will see this was the entrance. This was the front part of the building. And I mean, all the glasses were shattered, and she was just so heartbroken. And even for the staff, these people, some of them may be without homes, and they're going to be without a job. I mean, these small businesses provide employment for so many people. I mean, and it has become a home and a family for so many people. So the damage is extensive for her. And I'm going to show you the interview that I did prior to the hurricane, in terms of just it being an up and coming establishment, and it was a different type of establishment in St. Elizabeth. I don't know if she'll be able to reopen. I'm hoping that she does. I know that right now it's just really hard, and I mean, it's a lot to take in, right? It's not the easiest of things, even when you look at the interior of the place, I mean, and what has happened in the aftermath. A lot of the damages that are there, and I mean, you also have to be protecting these places from looters. Looters are also trying to seek opportunities in all of this. So there is some protection that you have to do to make sure that you still have somebody on point to ensure nobody's trying to take anything from your establishment. No, a lot of sweat and tears go into this place, all right? I mean, it's a one-stop shop. It's somewhere that you can go and you can eat food, and then they had this beautiful ice cream parlor. No, when I went there to the ice cream parlor, like, a lot of fathers would be seen carrying their little kids there. And as a treat, I mean, you're driving your little child home, you stop and you have an ice cream. And so this was a little spot where I would notice a lot of the fathers would stop, and they'll treat their children. And, you tell your child something like, hey, if you improve in your homework, if you improve in your grades, we'll stop and have an ice cream. And it was just devastating to see what it looked like afterwards and all the damages that were done. And I mean, when you look at even the design of the place, the design, it was so beautiful. You could see that they put a lot of time into it, and just creating a different environment. Because in all fairness, it's one of its kind in St. Elizabeth. I mean, when you go to Nola's event, there is nothing else like it in St. Elizabeth, right? So it was rough to even see what happened to the roof, and I mean, a lot of the places were damaged, and it was so extensive. And I know these owners because I've interviewed so many of them for Kareem's Quest, and it's hard to see what they will now have to be dealing with as a norm. And when do they get to go back to a point of rebuilding? I don't know. If you're interested in seeing a lot of these original interviews as well, you can go and view the other videos on my page. Remember, please subscribe if you're already here. I need your help to get to 50,000 subscribers, and I believe we can do it, all right? It's something free. All you have to do is just click that subscribe button as well as the like, and you can share it with as many people as possible, because we're humans at the end of the day. We have all of these stories that we can all relate to, and that's one of the reasons why I'm sharing it with you, so that you can actually, show it to other people, like these stories that are happening. I also will put a link to my website so you can get the latest news that is happening, because some people want the information and they want credible information. So I'll put that QR code on the screen. You just hold up your phone to it, and you just press your picture button, and you can just go straight to my website. All right, so this was the interview that I did at Nola's event, a beautiful place. It is in actually Luana, St. Elizabeth. So for those of you who remember Luana, St. Elizabeth, this is it.
And I guess because it's St. Elizabeth, we're in Black River.
Yes.
And person, we're close to the sea, and like the red pea soup, nice. With pig's tail, nice. Banish water, nice. Like
Kareem's Quest.
Kareem's Quest now seems to be highlighting some of Jamaica's most beautiful women. And beside me is Lamoya. She blush.
Of course.
You see Lamoya red dress? I'm going to show you guys what Lamoya's red dress looks like in her B-roll.
Sure.
Your husband must be elated to have a wife like you that is a fashionista.
Kareem. All these niceness.
So we're at Nola's Lounge. What does Nola's Lounge have to offer?
All right, so the location is Nolas Events, and we have 3 different areas that is catering to persons right across. And so we have Nola's Lounge, which is a dining area. So it is more, what must I say, mature. It's a far more mature crowd. And then the Nola's Lounge areas where we have most of our celebrations, like events and stuff like that. And then we have Ella's Ice Cream Place, which is basically catering for like our ice cream, our pastries, cakes, just about anything sweet. So if you're a sweet tooth person, we cater to you. And then we have Jade's Jerk Center, which is catering for like our more laid back type of thing. And so we do jerk chicken, jerk pork, jerk sausage, anything
Jamaica,
jerk.
So we love that jerk.
Yes, and a good festival with your bread. And so we're catering to the entire food. So everybody foodie, yeah, we're here for you. Yes.
So for that Nola's Lounge now, what is like, I always ask persons in terms of what is an appetizer like, what's the food menu like there?
All right, so for our food menu, for like our appetizer, we usually have like lollipop chicken, anything shrimp. So we have our shrimp, we have our wings. Pasta is usually for our main course, and pasta is usually a go-to dish here at Nola's. Like the pasta and our seafood, I realized that, and I guess because it's St. Elizabeth, we're in Black River, and we're close to the sea and stuff like that. So I guess the whole idea of seafood is like a go-to dish for here at Nola's. Yes.
All right. So appetizer, what should I try?
I think you should try the lollipop chicken.
Lollipop chicken.
And we serve it with different sauce.
Do you serve?
I would say our portion size is very good. For your appetizer, probably want to go a little bit light on your main course.
True. So if you choose the lollipop chicken, go light on the main course.
Yes. So our appetizer, because it is usually served with probably a serving of fries or of your choice, and so because of that, you might get a little full. So go light on your main course.
All right. So that lollipop chicken, is there any other appetizer that you would tell somebody?
I would tell you to also like our soup, but our soup is usually served on the weekend. I am a soup person, and so you know that our appetizer to warm up the stomach, to open your appetite, to get all that goodness from Nolas Event. I would recommend our soup, like the red pea soup, nice, with pig's tail, nice, manish water, nice, like our soup, I would do that for an appetizer also.
If you have enough space, leave but no, right?
The pasta, I would say our main course, our entree would be like our pasta. So we do jerk chicken, jerk pork, jerk chicken pasta, shrimp pasta, and also we serve like, I know that our ribs, but then for our ribs it is usually seasonal, and so we don't always have our ribs, but it's usually good. And I would say our chicken cordon bleu.
What is a chicken cordon? What is that?
So it is basically a stuffed chicken. It is crusted, and so we fried chicken breast. It is stuffed with our cheese or ham. It is rolled, and and also I would recommend so my go-to dish here is the curried shrimp. Like all the spices, all the seasoning, the combination or the blend of flavors for me is really good with the curried shrimp.
In your lounge area, who would come mostly? Families, couples?
Yes. I would say a lot of families and friends, and couples also, but more like on Sundays and on the weekend you'll have more couples coming, but like on like Friday and Saturday and in the week you have like persons coming from work or persons coming here to dine for like lunch and stuff like that. So we're catering for everybody, like even like the different events that we have here. So we have like birthday celebrations. That is what we do almost every day.
Really?
We do a birthday celebration almost every single day.
Persons can get outlandish with birthday parties. So tell me, what
So
have you witnessed?
our settings, amazing. I guess with videos that you can show, you'll see our different settings, very classic, very uptone, very fancy. It is eye-catching, and so a lot of persons always do birthday celebrations at Nolas Events. However, we'd have had engagements, quite a few engagements here. Actually, at our Nola's sign, like that one was kind of very like we weren't expecting it.
Yes.
And then we have a few in the lounge, and then we have a private area that
hold
we
on,
have the different engagement.
A couple were taking pictures here,
And then the guy comes. Yes. I think that was so cool, and then everybody knew what was happening except for the young lady, because it was a picture moment, and this is usually our picture up area.
Yeah.
Where a lot of persons, so all the hot girls and all of that in St. Elizabeth, Kingston, Montego Bay, this is where we usually come to take our pictures. So,
nice.
Yes, and I think it's really good.
So with the events then, so birthdays clearly is the main event that is
usually held here. So birthdays, we've had anniversaries, we'd have had staff dinners here in the lounge area, like high schools would have hosted, and this we're talking about less than a year. We're having all of that magnitude of persons coming here to celebrate. So we'd have closed our lounge to facilitate our staff, school staff here. So we do that. We cater for all events, receptions, birthday celebration, everything. Like we do it here.
And you have so talk to me about this property though, because I used to pass here a lot, and this is basically one of those stops that you would take if you're journeying from Kingston to Westmoreland. At some point you're going to stop in Luana.
Yes.
And this was a popular, stop at some point.
Yes.
But you guys basically
changed the whole thing.
The infrastructure has changed significantly.
So it was just the jerk center that was here.
Yes.
So it was known for that, and I know usually they have like karaoke and different singing things. So I know that they were catering for a more laid-back crowd. So in St. Elizabeth, after doing our market research, we realized that a lounge area, dining area, fancy, where you can just dress up, look nice and all of that was missing from the area. And I think that was one of the major reasons while taking Nola's events here. And so realized that for the jerk center, persons were missing it, and that's why we keep the jerk center. We add the lounge, and also we added the dessert area, which would be the Ella's ice cream place. And then Knutsford is right here. And so we cater to that crowd also. And so it's a rest stop. And so persons who are on the go will go to the jerk center, but persons who might be coming to go to Kingston and have to wait for half an hour, you can dine here at the lounge area.
What was attendance like in terms of just from walk-in customers during that pandemic year?
When I say the weekend is busy, like packed to capacity, like all the weekends. I'm telling you, like weekends, like people go right out, don't want to leave. So even when we had the curfew, we had to be out of it, like we have to close. Because it was just, I think it's because it's brand new, and a lot of persons like the newness. We like to go out, and Jamaicans is the pandemic. We lock up, we want to go out, and
That's
so
true.
I think we'd have catered to just about everybody who was missing to go outside, so to speak. And so we did deliver to that crowd, because as I say, weekdays are work days for most persons, and so persons will push their birthday celebrations to the weekend and stuff like that. And so we usually have a lot of persons on the weekend. But in the week we do have birthday celebration for those persons who like it a little slow and steady and all of that. So has been
this
good.
Infrastructure and the entire layout and design seems like it was done meticulously. So just talk to me about even the seating areas and so forth like that.
Right.
As Jamaicans, there are some things that we like better than others. Visit kareemsquest.com and vote for your preference.
So our bosses are very keen to space and love things that are good looking. Like once it is nice, they're about that type of thing, which I really love. And so because we're catering to just about the entire, like everybody, you have a little laid back area, a little relaxed area. And so we cater for persons who want to sit outside, dine outside. And then you have the lounge area where persons are just sitting, you can dress up and just
in the lounge
enjoy
area, there's
yourself.
this like a love suite.
Yes.
You tell me that that's the waiting area?
Yes, so we so we usually have guests. Some persons don't mind dining there or having eating there, but some other times we have persons who just want to wait there, and so we have that little waiting area who probably just want to get like an appetizer or something to drink in the meantime while we set up your area for dining. And so a lot of persons like there. It's a picture, like every single place here at Nola's is a picture moment because you have the trees, the greenery, at nighttime, the lights. It is so beautiful. Like I mean, it's daytime, but you see when all the lights turn on and all the niceness, you're like, wow, it's like a brand new place at night.
Even when you set up there, like even this reminds me of a bridal reception. Like that's why I said the details, right?
And so because we're catering for like all the events and stuff like that, so we're I would say they're very keen when it comes on to even colors. So like persons always go for a different color scheme, and we always try our best to cater and to maintain what our customers want as it relates to like different birthday themes and stuff like that. So you'll get that. I remember one time we had a Gatsby theme party, and I think that was just beautiful. Like it was amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, the customer was, she was blown away. Like this is exactly what I wanted. And
nothing is like this on the South Coast that I can think of. Right?
That's true.
Especially in this vicinity.
In this area.
Because you're at somewhere where you would take a slip road to Westmoreland, or you can go straight into Black River.
That takes you to Treasure Beach, right? And so because we're not so close to the sea or the beach, you know, it gives something very different, but we're still offering what they would get at the seaside or the beach and all of that. And so you will get the fish, the escovitch fish, the curried lobster, the shrimp, just about anything seafood. Yes.
No, you tell me about an entertainment thing that you guys keep.
Oh yes.
Talking about an entertainment. So what days of the week is that?
So on a Friday and Sunday, we have live music at Nolas Events.
What who perform? Like local artists?
Local artists. Because you know that we're catering and we're supporting just about everybody. And so we have, even like on Sunday, we had the same person, the band persons coming here, and like while posting on social media, person like, I didn't know, and they're calling him by his name, like, I didn't know that Kareems sing. Kareem a singer, man, and you understand? So I mean, a lot of persons might see persons. So we're catering to our local artists here, and so it's usually packed on a Sunday.
Yes,
it's very family. It's very
where would
just
the person
everybody
perform? In this
right
open
here
area?
In the open area.
And you'd have the band? Where would the band
have the
set
band
up?
set up right there.
Okay,
so
nice.
that area is like where we have, because we're planning in the future to have like parties, like brunches and stuff like that, and so we set up like a DJ area. So the vision is there, and so our band usually set up there.
Is there a local act that you liked?
So it is. We recently started our live music. Which started in February. Valentine's Day was our first day,
and so
it's like a grand market. No space. Like
people, real authentic Jamaican persons who are watching this and you know about our culture, grand market is the biggest thing.
It's true.
Right? It's in the Christmas period. Everybody put on them Sunday best and them go out. So it was packed.
It was very packed, and then we had a special menu for our lovers because you know it's Valentine's Day, and so that was good also. So we change it up. So if it's Christmas, like Christmas time, you feel like it is Christmas. You could get your picture at the Christmas tree, at the sign. It was just, we celebrated
for Valentine's
Day. Yeah, so like even here we had an arch with balloons red and white, so it was really nice. And I think based on our vision, we're basically putting out exactly what we want, and we're seeing it because we're getting persons to support us, which we're really grateful for.
Wow.
Yes.
So who comes here mostly then?
All right, so in the week we have a lot of persons like work persons. Like our workers, we will have them coming for like lunch and stuff. On the weekend, we have everybody. Like everybody you see coming here. And so we have a lot of local persons coming here, but we also have outsiders, persons from Montego Bay, persons from Kingston, because I do social media, and so the interaction and based on what persons are saying, they're like, oh, we traveled all the way from Kingston, and we're like, nice. Or we came from Montego Bay, and like, nice. So
Yes.
I mean, we're catering to just about everybody.
I love that.
Yes.
Seeing different places being developed in Jamaica gives a lot of hope, and it shows the vision of so many different Jamaicans, and this place embodies that.
Yes.
Because I saw this place before, I never knew that it even had such a big space. You get me? And you guys utilize the space so
As
well.
best, because as we said, it was just a jerk center that was here, and so because we're catering for everybody, and we realized that it was lacking in the area, we decided that persons like ice cream on a Sunday, and so our ice creams are mostly sold on a Sunday, or pastry, because persons think that family and the ice cream. Remember, it's usually creamy on the bike.
But no, don't it?
We don't have a lot of that, no. And so we realized that a lot of persons come here for like ice cream on a Sunday. Like we get that. And so because we realized that, I guess even the live band even keep the crowd, and probably I don't want just ice cream, probably I want a little jerk chicken or so. So we're
Them
getting,
can come and get every single thing right here.
everything, yes.
And what was the concept? I guess that was the concept then of providing a little bit of everything for everybody.
Yes. That's the reason really.
You are in this area, you can tell us. So we come here to eat, you have all the eating options here. Where else can we go in terms of for attraction and that you recommend in terms of for other activities?
All right.
To find all the Kareems Quest content in one place, visit the website kareemsquest.com. You'll see colorful adventure stories, a lot of pictures of Jamaica's beautiful landscape, and articles that highlight the many unique things about Jamaica. It's all at kareemsquest.com.
In St. Elizabeth, right?
Right here.
So I know there is Pelican Bar. So you can get a nice boat ride and stuff that takes you to the bar in the middle of the ocean. You can actually go and stand and swim. So it is so interesting that it's in the middle of the ocean, where it is so shallow that you can actually swim and go there and enjoy.
So Pelican Bar.
Yes, you have Pelican Bar. You also have the St. Elizabeth Safari, right? So that is also here. And then you have your different location spots where you can eat and stuff like that. That is in St. Elizabeth. But this actually takes you to Treasure Beach too. And you know that Treasure Beach is like a whole country by itself.
Yeah, man, that's a community.
For
Yes,
like
it's
for tourists and stuff like that, yes.
So this is a nice spot. If you are, especially if you're traveling from far, I always recommend if you're coming from far to
stop.
Westmoreland, this is a very good place to stop. And I would also encourage persons to stop at the various guest houses that are here.
Right.
There's a Chisholm guest house,
Yes.
which is a guest house that I would recommend. And you can drive to different spots.
Yep.
Because unlike the traditional tourist areas, here is not
Hotels and
concentrated.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes.
everywhere is a little bit far from everywhere else, right?
And so even Juicy Beef is on the premise of this location.
Right.
So you have a gas station here, you have Juicy Beef, you have a little supermarket that is
Yes.
there. So it's just a
If you stop here, so people, you can get every single thing if you stop here.
every single thing here.
That is true.
Yes.
I love that about this location. I love the vision that I'm seeing here.
Yes.
And I know that there's some more expansion that will take place, don't it?
Yeah, so we really want to do more, like expand into like a more recreational area. And so to probably have multiple locations, so probably more like an urban area, going to like a Kingston. But for this location, so probably have like a pool or a little more relaxed type of thing. So probably to
Because
expand
even on the
here.
Sundays when the families come,
Yeah, man.
the kids definitely
Would
want to
love
run around.
like a whole water park or something like that.
Yeah.
So that is the vision. But yeah, so far for
of the land, you know.
development. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like right behind here, it's a big.
Because sometimes I just feel like for example, Kingston is so congested.
Yes.
And so there are other areas in Jamaica that
persons don't know
underdeveloped
about, yeah.
and have a lot of space where persons can develop so many different things, right?
Yeah.
And this is one of those spots where it has so much potential. It is extremely creative. I like it the first time I saw it and just saw the design language.
Yes.
I loved it. It spoke to me.
Yes.
Right? This is what hardworking Jamaicans are doing, people. They're coming up with innovative ideas. They're investing into their country and they're hiring locals.
Yes, that's the next thing. Even with development, as it relates to just creating job opportunities for multiple persons in our area. And a lot of persons would be out of a job. So, bringing something here where we can hire our locals, it has been good.
Nice.
Because a lot of persons were out of a job.
Yes.
And so we're catering to
And that's a good thing. Every time you have a new business, you get
You
new
get to-
employees,
yes,
right?
yes,
So you get to tap into a market where persons were unemployed and they're looking jobs, and you can now use their resources.
Right. Yes.
I love that. People, this is a great episode for me. I love to see when Jamaicans are developing and using their talents while developing the country. You can find more content. I always write about these places on my website, so you can go to kareemsquest.com and you can find more information on Nola Lounge, and you can go to, you're on social media, so tell them.
Yes, so you can follow me on Moya Moys.
MOYA.
Underscore MOY.
Yes.
So it's Moya Moy on social media. So I do a little bit of media creation, social media management. I'm a teacher.
So everything.
I'm a travel. I'm an all-rounder.
She's an all-rounder link to Nolas Event. So people, you're always welcome to join the quest. As usual, you can find me as well on social media. We're talking about Instagram, Facebook, YouTube at Kareems Quest.
Everybody.
Take care of yourself.
Bye-bye.